Time together watching film, going over opportunities for Rose to take better shots, and it showed.
Forrest shut down lane, shot clock effective now down to 3 here for App State. Kind of tumbling in. That's going to be a traveling violation on Almonacee. Good early start though for the Mountaineers. 15:02 to go in the first half. 12-12 here at Duke.
Garlic or butter. You can only pick one for the rest of your life.
We can't like have alternate visitation weekends?
Just one.
I'm gonna go with garlic.
Really?
Well, wait, no.
Sonic garlic butter bacon burger. I might have to rethink it. I don't know.
I think we all need to rethink it.
Get away with our best deals of the season at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. With new cars arriving daily, it's the perfect time to get a Hyundai. Get 0% APR financing plus 0 payments for 90 days on select vehicles. Now, during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
No annual fee on any Discover card.
At Domino's, we're giving away $50 million in surprise frees instead of surprise fees like other delivery apps. When you order delivery online, you could be surprised with free lava cakes, free stuffed cheesy bread, free pizza, or more.
Oh my goodness.
Find your rhythm, your happy place. Find your breaking point. Then break it. Every emergency gives you a potent blend of nutrients, so you can emerge your best with Emergency.
It starts with a mother's determination to treat her baby's eczema and grows into a family business that helps thousands more. It starts with an Army vet's dream of studying the stars and grows into a new career as an astrophysicist. It starts with an engineer's desire to start over and grows into an award-winning restaurant that creates local jobs. They learned how on YouTube. What will you learn?
Oh, this is so cool. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, well, it's time to go. Dad, we have to go back to Lowe's. Dad, the tire!
Is it?
Yeah.
The holidays begin at Lowe's, where you'll find all you want during Winterfest.
Carolers.
Let's go back to Lowe's.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Discover Exceptionally Common Sense. App State beat Duke 75-70, as we mentioned, in 1981. Coach K's second year at Duke. App State guard John Fitch led the team in scoring with 22 points. Duke with an 8-1 advantage all time in the series.
And Coach Dustin Kearns talked to us earlier about people asked him, why are you playing this game? And he says, well, you can't win the game if you don't play it. He referenced their football program, a big win at Michigan. He says, of course, we can do the same here with our basketball program, and he's gotten great production early in this one. Michael Almonacee, Justin Forrest getting off to a great start, scoring all 12 of App State's points early.
Now, both teams are 5 for 7 from the field. In traffic, Moore could not get that one to go. Gregory out of the pack with it for the Mountaineers. Play a very deliberate style. They'd like the game to be in the 50s or 60s. That's what they want to see. Downtown again, Forrest, not this time. Keels with the board, here he comes.
And we asked Coach Kearns if his style of play was similar to Virginia's earlier, and he said we like to be similar to what Virginia does defensively. However, offensively, we do not want to hold the basketball. They don't want to take quick shots and play on defense the entire game, but at the same time, they want to look to push when they have opportunities as well as let it fly from three. And you get a look at Dustin Kearns' resume, and he's one of 25 coaches who have taken the team to the two different teams to the NCAA tournament in their first 2 years on the job. So you're talking about a up-and-coming star in the coaching ranks at App State.
Out of the Sun Belt Conference, where again they're one of the favorites. Foul went against Justin Forrest, by the way, his first. And Duke on top by 1. Well, Mondesi getting off to a quick start. Trying to get on the other side of Keels, who shuts him down. Donovan Gregory, he comes in averaging 9 and 5. Only double-figure guy is Delph with 16 a game. Gregory rolling inside. Pass kicked right back to him, and that's going to fall in. And first basket of the night for 6'5" junior Donovan Gregory out of Charlotte. Baker in the lane. He'll draw the contact as he hit the deck.
I like the take by Joey Baker there. Of course, everyone in the building recognizes he's a shooter, but adding to his game, not just relying on his three-point shot, hitting that free throw line where he's shooting 95% on the season. So a good place for Joey Baker to be.
Duhart with a foul, number 1. And he drives in the first one. And coming up, our Pac-12 Coast to Coast Challenge on Sunday. Game on ABC and available on the ESPN app, so you can watch anywhere. Duke by 1. Appalachian State lost to Rick Pitino's Iona team, to Charlotte by 1, to Delaware, and also at the buzzer to Vermont, and also losing to Furman. They're going to be taking on the Tar Heels at Chapel Hill 4 days before Christmas, and then they get into league play, where again they're ranked inside the top 5. Foul will go against Baker, number 1 on Joey Baker.
Now, Coach Kearns told us his team will not be scared. They've played against big-time competition. And this team, as Coach K reminded his group earlier, played in the NCAA tournament last year while the Blue Devils did not.
Delph looking to operate, comes in averaging 16 points, 5 rebounds a game. Very good beyond the three-point line. He's 41%. Gregory puts it to the deck, 1 to shoot, and left it short. And Roach with a rebound to trigger the run here for Duke. Banchero outside the 3. Baker. Banchero again. Got inside and couldn't lay it in. They defended him very well down there.
They really did. And although Duke doesn't score on that possession, earlier in the year, this is a shot that Paolo Banchero would have taken, a pull-up 3 at the top of the key. But after the emphasis on moving the basketball, he gives it up, gets it back in the post, and I'll take my chances with Paolo scoring in that area 8 out of 10 times. Doesn't come away with the bucket there, but yet those are the shots you want him taking. And not that he shouldn't take the pull-up at the top of the key, but he's going to be greater in that painted area.
By the way, we say happy birthday to number 15 for Duke, Mark Williams. Outstanding shot blocker. He turns 20 years old today.
20 years old, leading the ACC in shot blocks per game, and still growing as a player. But I tell you, he's pretty good right now and only getting better.
Keels with the theft. Here's Baker's long one. Kind of shot that he likes to take and normally can hit it. Pounding it down the lane. Gregory got rushed defensively and could not connect. Here's Keels. Well, once again, the Mountaineers getting back on defense.
They really are. And, you know, Duke had a 20-0 advantage in fast break points on Tuesday versus South Carolina State. I'm sure that's something Coach Kearns talked to his team about. And it's really been App State getting it done on the fast break in this game early.
Count that basket. Goaltending on Griffin. So give it to Almonacci, who now has 9 points, and App State has a 16-15 advantage.
And Almonacci getting out in transition, gets it on the glass first. A.J. Griffin coming in to block the shot, but goaltending once it's already hit the glass. And Michael Almonacci off to a great start. 9 points for him, 4 for 5 from the field. And again, there's something about playing in this building that can bring out the best in you. Duke hasn't really matched the intensity yet this far of App State. App State has been the aggressor in this game.
Well, how about A.J. Griffin, who's coming off 19 points on Tuesday against SC State. First shot he takes tonight, he drills it.
And A.J. Griffin, who was injured in the preseason, really starting to find his legs and in this rotation for the Blue Devils. Playing very good basketball as of late.
In and out that time for Almonacci, who's been the hottest guy on the floor early on here at Cameron Indoor. Here's Baker, and it's going to be good from 3. He has 5.
And Duke shooting the basketball much better. Made a season-high 15 three-pointers in their win Tuesday. Came into that game only shooting 32.8% from 3. but now they've got a number of guys shooting the basketball confidently. We've seen Trevor Kills knock down 2 already, and Joey Baker getting involved in the mix.
Well, they made 15 out of 27. Delph a little too much inside. Rebound up, and that'll roll off the iron for Lewis. And out of bounds off Duke, off Williams. 20-16 Blue Devils.
Joey Baker has a reputation of being a knockdown shooter, and when you're a knockdown shooter, why wait? Catch and shoot, locked and loaded from the corner, knocks down a big 3 for the Blue Devils.
I need 3 Fritos Chili Cheese Junior Wraps.
Adding Fritos.
Order up. Sonic Fritos Chili Cheese Junior Wrap.
You got her the perfect gift. Does it matter if you give her the perfect batteries? Well, does it matter you arranged for the perfect camping trip but bought the cut rate bug spray? Does it matter you splurged on the recital dress but got her a budget haircut? Does it matter you organized the dream birthday party but rented a knockoff bouncy house?
It matters.
When it matters that it's Duracell.
These little cups would make great stocking stuffers. But how about right now in your mouth stuffers? Happy holidays to your mouth. Not sorry. Reese's.
As a DJ, I know all about customization. That's why I love Liberty Mutual. They customize my car insurance, so I only pay for what I need.
How about a throwback?
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Hi, Mr. Charles. We made you dinner.
Oh, thank you.
You want fries with that?
Introducing Wendy's new hot and crispy fries. Preferred almost 2-to-1 over McDonald's. Try them today, only at Wendy's.
The road home for the holidays, where the ultimate driving machine becomes the ultimate cruise through 3 states machine. The ultimate zip around the corner for mom's cooking machine. And even the ultimate we couldn't get out of there any faster machine. Because at BMW, we know every holiday looks different. So we created the ultimate whatever your road home looks like machine. Receive a credit of up to $2,500 through January 3rd.
Flora Gorgeous Gardenia, the Nouveau du Parfum.
At Macy's, the fragrance destination.
New players, new coaches. It'll be must-see TV.
The College Football Playoff Semifinals, Friday, December 31st on ESPN.
Graduate student Michael Amonisi has been best in the biggest moments during his time at App State. We mentioned his success at the Sun Belt Tournament last year, and now on the biggest stage, stepping up, getting it done early for the Mountaineers. 9 points early in this game, which matches his season average, 4 for 6 from the field. And Michael Amonisi trying to come in and make a statement here in Cameron Indoor.
Looks confident.
Very confident. You know, I like a confident basketball player, by the way.
You do.
I like a confident person in anything. It doesn't necessarily even have to be basketball.
It reflects who you are.
You know what?
In any and all things.
I appreciate you recognizing that.
Delph outside the 3. He's been fairly quiet. Others have picked up the slack, though, for the Mountaineers. Shot clock is at 5. Once again, Amonisi drills it. We'll give him 12.
Yeah, and we talked about his ability to shoot the 3 ball. And again, I love playing in this gym. This, to me, is a shooter's gym. And so when you get an opportunity to come into a place like this, of course, Duke gets everyone's best shot. But to be able to shoot in this environment, you have to appreciate and take advantage of when you get those opportunities.
Roach swings it. Griffin not on target this time. As a player, you enjoyed being in here.
Oh, loved it. This place is great to play. And again, of course, you know, the crazies aren't as crazy because it's not the students, as Amonisi continues to keep rolling to give App State the lead right back. But you know, these aren't the students in the Cameron Crazies right now, but still, this environment is a great environment to play. And, of course, you always want to come in with, the crowd against you. It always gets the juices flowing.
Step back for Delph. Got nothing but air and picked off by Moore. And you're right. I mean, the students have already had their exams. Most of them have headed home. Griffin again. Yes, pretty sweet. These last couple of games, you talk about a confident shooter.
Absolutely. A.J. Griffin is shooting the basketball extremely well. And again, he's starting to become more and more a part of this Blue Devil rotation. Didn't have a big role early, but you can see Coach K's gaining more and more trust in A.J. Griffin.
Lewis could not corral the rebound, a battle for that. And they say off of Duke, and so the Mountaineers will have it.
We got some shot makers in the building, OB. Almonacci off the dribble handoff, knocking down the three, but A.J. Griffin not to be outdone, finding that corner, knocking down the three ball for the Blue Devils. And we've got some high scoring going on as well.
Well, Theo John just entering the fray. You look at the numbers on Almonacci, 14, 6 out of 8. Theo John, a 6'9 grad, did not play the other night because of a tight back on Tuesday against SC State. He's in there right now.
Yeah, and Theo's seeing what the graduate for App State doing. And Almonacci, Theo's like, I got to get a piece of this right here. So the grad transfer for the Blue Devils, Theo John getting back in the mix.
Another basket here by Almonacci, who is unconscious. 17 with 9 minutes to go in the first half.
And we came on talking about Adrian Delph, who went 10 for 10 to start their game against Delaware.
Griffin fouled and hit by Forrest in the act of shooting a three. This is some performance by Michael Almonacci, the grad out of Brentwood, New York.
It really is, and give the Mountaineers credit for finding the hot guy. No one being selfish, no one taking shots out of character. They know that they have a guy that's rolling right now, and they're getting him opportunities. 17 points already for Almonacci, 3 for 5 from beyond the arc.
We talked about, as Griffin shoots the first one, how hot he was in the Sun Belt Conference tournament. But this is even more sizzling than that.
It really is. And when you consider the fact that this Blue Devil team has been good, I won't say great, but they've been good defensively this year, and they pressure you out beyond the three-point line, so you don't often get easy looks against them. But Almonacci's found a way to find his looks as Coach Kearns talks to Justin Forrest, bringing him out of the game. And when you look at what App State's been able to do early in this one, Duke has not seen this type of having a guy that's rolling right now, and they're getting him opportunities. 17 points already for Almonacci, 3 for 5 from beyond the arc.
We talked about, as Griffin shoots the first one, how hot he was in the Sun Belt Conference tournament. But this is even more sizzling than that.
It really is. And when you consider the fact that this Blue Devil team has been good, I won't say great, but they've been good defensively this year. And they pressure you out beyond the three-point line, so you don't often get easy looks against them. But Almonacci's found a way to find his looks as Coach Kearns talks to Justin Forrest, bringing him out of the game. And when you look at what App State's been able to do early in this one, Duke has not seen this type of competition early in games, and Duke blowing people out in this building.
Well, Duke on top 26-24 as Griffin makes them all. But an outstanding start here for the Mountaineers, giving the Blue Devils all they can handle. And you know, number 5 is going to get a touch. And here he has it now outside the three-point line. On the spin, got it back, he's bottled up. Shot clock down to 10. Eads, back for Delph. Dangerous beyond the three-point line. A following 2 instead. Fight for the rebound, and App State comes away with a good effort by R.J. Duhart to keep that alive. Almonacci airborne at this time. And they go the other way for the Blue Devils.
Almonacci's done everything right, and then he goes to the floater. You know how I feel about floaters.
You're not a fan.
I'm not a fan, and that's where he went and messed it all up. Everything's been going great for him. Then he goes to the floater and just gets out of character, shoots the airball.
This actually gets him out of the game. I think Dustin Kearns feels just the same way you do about the floater. No, he needs a breather.
He's worked very hard in this one so far.
So coming up in the 8-minute mark here in the first half, good one between Duke and App State. The kick here for Keels.
holiday season from Lexus.
We got a big second half of thermodynamics to teach, whatever that is. Now let's fuel up with some chunky soup. Fill up 19 grams of protein per can and chunky chicken noodle. Lunchtime is your halftime.
I could maybe eat 2 cheeseburgers and a cherry latte. Oh yeah. But size 344. Go big or go home. Go big or go home. And if you're gonna do it wrong, do it right. If you're gonna eat dessert, buy the shoes. Besides, drink stuff off. You have too many shoes. I know.
Are you ready for the matchup of division rivals on Sunday night? Are the Fields and the Bears ready to air it out with new play? Are Cliff and the Vikings ready to run wild on the road? Are you ready?
You're used to doing 2 things at once. Why not brush and floss at the same time? It's easy with Waterpik Sonic Fusion 2.0, the 2-in-1 oral care breakthrough with 2 times the bristable speed and superior flossing power. It clings deep between teeth and below the gum line, clinically proven to be up to twice as effective as regular brushing and flossing for removing plaque and improving gum health. So upgrade your oral care with the world's first flossing toothbrush. Go online or ask your dental professional about Waterpik Sonic Fusion.
These folks don't have time to go to the post office. They use stamps.com. All the services of the post office, only cheaper. Get a 4-week trial plus postage and a digital scale. Go to stamps.com/try and never go to the post office again.
Show the world what it means to be a fan with exclusive fan gear designed by Fanatics. One-of-a-kind styles from all the leagues, teams, and colleges you love. Shop now and get today's special offer. Fanatics.com. Officially licensed everything.
You know, thousands have been affected by southern and Midwest tornadoes. If you would like to help, please visit redcross.org/ESPN right now to help the Red Cross respond and help people recover from this disaster. By the way, basketball news affecting Kentucky. Ohio State had to cancel theirs on Saturday, their game against the Wildcats because of COVID issues. North Carolina is set to play UCLA in Las Vegas, but UCLA had to cancel their game. Kentucky against Alabama State due to COVID as well. UCLA, by the way, their head coach, Mick Cronin, entered the COVID protocol there at UCLA. That game is up in the air. Cleveland State's COVID issues have caused them to bow out of Saturday's game here at Duke, so Loyola of Maryland will fill in at 4 o'clock on Saturday.
And really getting back to a point to where we saw a year ago where coaches are trying to come in and fill games on the fly, with very short notice. Coach K talked to us earlier today about, of course, he felt bad for Coach Dennis Gates and his Cleveland State program, but also with so many people and this being a bucket list event, to be able to attend a basketball game here at Cameron Indoor, he felt obligated to make sure that his team was able to play on Saturday. And so they were able to get to Bars Harding, the Loyola Greyhounds, to be able to come in and play. And when you look at that, in my hotel alone, there's a group from South Dakota, Duke shirts on, flew in to be able to make it to a Duke basketball game, especially in the final season of Coach K.
Nice little spin there by John to knock it to. And this is the biggest lead of the night. The Blue Devils are up 30-24. Thank you so much, thanking him for the extraordinary work he's done at Duke, and said, hey, we'll see you at Cameron Indoor. Flipped up there in a misfire, but followed up by Lewis Jr.
And that's, one of the things that App State's been doing, they've been getting runouts. Coach Kern said they will push when they have the opportunities. The defensive balance for Duke getting back in transition has not been great in this game.
John with the catch, and John will flush it. He has 6 coming off the bench.
But grimacing, coming back down the floor. Theo Johns, who had some back stiffness, missed Tuesday's game, and you can see getting his conditioning back. And of course, that's coming off of 2 weeks of not playing. Coach K talks about Theo Johns and his weightlifting regimen may have something to do with someone that lifts that many weights.
Yeah.
It's going to be a little tight.
Maybe want to back off just a little bit. Here's Eads. Yes, knocks down a 3-pointer. Michael Eads Jr., the sophomore from Orlando. They are making their shots.
Had to reach out to Michael Eads official last night. Say, hey, this is your son playing for App State, is it? Had to check in and make sure. But
Banchero threading his way in for 2. 4 so far for Paulo. And a 3-point lead for the Blue Devils, number 2 team in the country. Getting a pretty good test here by App State. And this man, Almonacci, who has 17. Lewis draws the double and also draws a foul. Trevor Keels with the reach.
Great pick and roll action. Trevor Keels with the nice find to Theo Johns, who finishes it off. But on the other end of the floor, App State, Mike Eads Jr. finding the 3-ball in the corner pocket, and it's good. And still a 1-possession game. App State hanging around. And if you're Coach Kearns, that's really all you could ask for, especially coming into this building. Hang around, give ourselves a chance in the last 4 minutes to win a basketball game against, of course, not just a good competition, but great competition.
Got to be impressed so far what they've been able to do. But a turnover picked up by Banchero, and he will misfire. Looked a little uncertain whether to dunk it or lay it in. Here's Forrest. Rebound Karam's back to Gregory.
And I'm not sure why there was uncertainty. Paulo should never be uncertain as far as getting to whether he's going to dunk it or not, especially in transition. It turns out to be a 4-point swing in favor of App State.
James Lewis Jr. with a nice move inside, and he bats that away. So a theft. App State late in the half with a chance to take the lead. They're going to throw it away. Almonacci gave it up, and that's their 4th turnover.
And uncertain as to whether to dunk it, whether or not to lay it up. And not only did Coach K have a negative reaction to that when he actually stood up and told Paulo how he felt about his last 2 plays, not the missed layup and also the turnover. And again, I love the fact that, one, Paulo is coachable, but I also can appreciate that 47 years into this, Coach K is still the same Coach K.
It's still the same fire burning, isn't it?
Absolutely.
It's incredible.
It is. And this is why you come to Duke. I mean, again, Paulo Banchero, this is where he wanted to be. He knew that during his junior year of high school he was coming to Duke. And he wanted to play for Coach K. And again, for this reason alone, he wanted to be coached by the best.
Moore will lift and knock in a 3. Wendell Moore has been kind of quiet so far tonight.
He really has. You look at the 2 best players for Duke. When you think about Banchero and Wendell Moore, neither of those guys have had big games, and they didn't have big games on Tuesday either. 12 and 11 points, 11 and 10 points respectively. So more ball movement, sharing the basketball has allowed other people to get going, but the 2 stars haven't had big numbers.
Shot clock to 7. Now Almonacci again. Can't hit this time. He's gotten a little bit chilly. And with less than 3.5 minutes to go, App State in that hang-on mode. Here's Williams with the stuff. His first bucket of the first half. This is that danger zone that Duke always seems to have opponents in. And swatted away by Williams on the block. Moore on the attack. He slams it. Danger zone indeed. And Duke now leading 41-33, and the Mountaineers need a timeout.
And that's how quick it happens with the Blue Devils. Defense to offense. Mark Williams, the birthday boy, coming up with a big block. Getting it out in transition for Wendell Moore Jr., who knows how to finish off a 7-0 run.
Superpowers from a spider bite. I could use some help showing the world how Liberty Mutual customizes their car insurance. Ow! I'm okay! Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Only in theaters December 17th.
Singing or speaking.
Reason or fun. Daring or thoughtful. sensitive, or strong. Progress isn't either or. Progress is everything.
Gucci Flora Gorgeous Gardenia, the new eau de parfum.
At Macy's, the fragrance destination.
I love a good deal. I love finding good deals like this because this Fritos Chili Cheese Junior Wrap is 99 cents.
I feel like they just marked it wrong, but I'm not telling.
Right. Sonic Fritos Chili Cheese Junior Wrap.
Hey, check it out.
At Lowe's, we're home to great values during the holidays and every day. Where everything comes with competitive prices. And it's all backed by our Lowe's Price Promise, which means if you find an exact product from a qualifying retailer for less, we'll match it, so you can make the most of every single season.
Christmas trees try so hard. Lights and ornaments and little choo-choo trains, come on. The best trees, they kind of only need two things. Peanut butter and chocolate. Not sorry, Reese's.
You want fries with that?
Introducing Wendy's new hot and crispy fries. Preferred almost 2-to-1 over McDonald's. Try them today, only at Wendy's.
Hi, Mr. Charles. We made you dinner.
Oh, thank you.
Seth Von Zubin coming up on the E-Trade Halftime Report. The one thing Duke's got going for it that nobody else in the ACC does. That's coming up at the half. What are you seeing in the first half here?
Thought Michael Almonacci of App State was terrific in the first half. 17 points in the first half, Seth. Then all of a sudden, that defense of Duke started to create some turnovers, and they were able to get some easy ones in transition.
Corey, the game after finals for a team, when everyone's leaving campus, how difficult was that for you to get yourself ready to compete at the level you need to, knowing everyone else is going home?
After finals, and the reason why is because it's all basketball. You're not having to worry about school. You're not having to worry about classes. You can get extra time up. As a matter of fact, Coach Greenberg, I can remember Notre Dame and the Fighting Irish and a young man that just went into the Ring of Honor at Notre Dame coming to Charlottesville. We sent him home with a whooping, though, OB. Oh, yeah.
Something tells me Fonz remembers it vividly.
He does. Fonz and I were teammates in Denver for a year, and we talked about it often. We also beat him in the NIT championship that year, so, I was 2-0 against
You
Fonz.
were unrelenting. Here's Lewis, and that one clangs away. Bancaro with the rebound. Duke trying to add on. They're on a 7-0 run. Keels to the paint.
But to Coach Greenberg's point, it is more difficult shaking off the rust as Paolo Bancaro knocks down his first three after the 2-week break. And it is difficult shaking off the rust, especially when you come back in and their point of emphasis was to share the basketball. Everyone's trying to do that, but yet you've seen Paolo Bancaro and Wendell Moore not as aggressive as we saw them in their first 8 games before they took the 2-week break.
I know my Christmas shopping was always below par right after finals as a student. I really struggled and batted away, but a traveling violation. Bancaro creating some space moments ago.
And you want to talk about not fair? This is not fair. 6'10", the ability to handle the basketball, create space, knock down the three, and held the follow-through. That's the most important part. We have watched Paolo Bancaro have hot shooting games and games where he hasn't shot it well. It all goes back to when he holds his follow-through. For those of you watching at home, take account of when he holds his follow-through, he normally makes the shot.
Yeah, and you've seen him for a long time. You've known him for a long, long time. Become the player he is. Here's Forrest inside. Kind of opened up for him for an easy 2.
The biggest difference I've seen with Paolo, the difference between him in the summer of 2018, he was very quiet. He was loud in 2019. He was more of a leader. He was more vocal.
Keels will finish that one after the turnover.
And that's who he is with this Blue Devil team. He's constantly talking. He's being a leader. And, of course, what better example to have than following this leader who also leads NCAA in wins.
so much.
We have a packed sports Saturday on the networks of ESPN featuring the top 10 women's basketball matchup. ESPN2, that's number 3 Stanford at Knoxville to take on undefeated and number 7 the Lady Vols. They renew the rivalry after a year off due to COVID-19. Our coverage starts at 5:15 Eastern, 2:15 Pacific. So coming up on the 1 minute to go mark, Duke on top 46-35. App State has played a very competitive first half, but Duke has started to exert their will here in the last moments of the first half.
And Coach K talked to his team about making sure this game was played at their pace. App State played at Duke's pace early, but did it better than Duke. But over the last stretch, the Blue Devils have shown their muscle.
Banchero with an easy basket, give him 9 in the first half. And the lead balloons to 13. Delph takes the handoff. Nice bounce feed on the baseline, and that's a slick play. Gregory with the finish.
And Gregory slipping behind Banchero, who kind of gets caught in no man's land, helping and not recognizing his offensive player back door to the basket, giving App State the easy basket.
So Duke to hold for the last shot. Game clock and shot clock just about synced up.
Look at this, 4-5 pick and roll to end the half.
Roach with a 3 on the way. Picked up by Banchero, and the stuff should not count.
That actually hit the rim, so that was a shot clock violation. That should be a good bucket because the basketball did hit the rim. The horn should not have gone off. As Coach K is trying to explain to the officials, I believe when they go over and look at this, as you see, it wasn't the game clock, it was shot clock, but Banchero gets the basketball on the rim. Going to be interesting to see how they rule that because the whistle was blown, but you can see the ball hits the rim before the end of the shot clock, and that should be a good dunk attempt, but I'm not sure if the officials can go back there or they just give the basketball to Duke.
And showing 1 second still on the clock. Duke on top 48-37. So this under official review. They have not counted the basket to this point.
I'm not sure they can count the basket, but I think at that point you have to go back and say it's Duke basketball because they have possession of the ball at that point.
Officials Ron Groover, Mike Roberts, and Tommy Morrissey.
And you see Banchero gets it on the rim with 2.1 seconds. Now at this point the shot clock should have been off and the dunk should have counted for Mark Williams. However, with the whistle being blown.
So it looks like they are going to count that basket. It is good. Duke will get 2 on that, and they lead it 50-37.
And that's the right play. I'm glad that they can count that because I wasn't sure if it was a dead ball. Great thing I'm not an official. Way too many rules to remember. I can't even really remember the rules as what I'm supposed to say on TV and not.
Actually, you had it right out of the gate.
Okay.
That's likely to be a basket.
You are the best wingman of all time.
I heard it. I was sitting right here.
There you go.
1.5 seconds. They reset the clock. And just going to dribble it out, and that's the end of the first half. Ended on a 16-4 run for the Duke Blue Devils. Man, we have seen that before with Coach K. So that's our score, 50-37. Duke leading App State here at the break. Rejoin us for the second half. Right now we send it to the studio with Zubin, Seth, and the Fonz.
Dave, thank you very much. The E-Trade halftime report is underway. Indeed, Seth Von Zubin here with you. What a busy Thursday it was for Duke. They rescheduled the game today. Cleveland stayed off the schedule. Loyola on and now taking on App State here at night. That's a lot for one day. What are you seeing for the first half here?
Well, when you play against Duke, you got to be able to control the tempo of the game. And I thought Appalachian State did a great job of that in the first half. Michael Almonacci was terrific on the offensive end, 17 points in the first half. But then all of a sudden, that pressure of Duke started to raise. They were able to get some turnovers, get out in transition, and get some easy ones, Seth. I'm going to go big picture. When I think about Duke, big picture, A.J. Griffin, now all of a sudden he's getting more minutes. He is huge because you're talking about a 6'7" player. All right, that's a hybrid forward. So, if you want to go small, you can put Banchero at 5, play him at 4. All of a sudden, you got a dynamic 4 guy that can step out and shoot the 3, beat you off the bounce. He can help you rebound the basketball. Does a good job of running the floor. A multi-positional defender. Right now, A.J. Griffin, to me,
He's going to be a difference maker. If they're going to win a national championship, they're going to win an ACC championship, all right, he's got to contribute because of his uniqueness and his versatility.
Duke scored 16 of the final 20 points in the first half. On the way, the league may be down collectively, but individually, the ACC has some studs. The fellas run down the players and the names you need to know far besides Banchero when the E-Trade halftime report continues.
This halftime report is presented by E-Trade. Stop waiting. Start investing.
Five breadsticks for my triple treat. 3 layers deep. 10 Cinnabon mini rolls to eat. And the pizza plus another pizza. The triple treat box, only from Pizza Hut.
Grandma, how wide are 2 reindeer? 27, 28, 29.
We've been waiting all year to come together.
It worked!
Have a happy and safe holiday season from Lexus.
Other delivery apps add surprise fees. At Domino's, we're giving out surprise frees instead. When you order delivery online, you could be surprised with free food. I love it! From Domino's.
I need you to see.
To all the kisses that led to this one. Celebrate every kiss with Kay.
Flyers, Tuesday on ESPN+.
It's a mixed-up world, and the way we work looks a little different. But whether you embrace the new normal or just want to get back to the routines that feel right, X-Chair continues to be at the forefront of change, which is why we've launched the all-new X-Chair with Elemax. Elemax combines gentle body temperature regulation with stress-melting massage to increase your comfort working from home or at the office. Feel more refreshed in seconds with dual fans that actively deliver a cooling airflow. Or you can wrap your back in the soothing warmth of heat therapy and access 4 combinations of massage for deep relief from tension. Our patented dynamic variable lumbar support and SciFloat Infinite Recline technology remain unchanged. Order an X-Chair with Elemax today. Use code TV and get $100 off, plus a free footrest. Hey, change happened, and we've made it a good thing with all new Elemax from X-Chair. This holiday season, feel better than ever before. Order X-Chair with Elemax today. Use code TV and get $100 off and a free footrest.
You're watching the E-Trade Halftime Report.
And you're watching something that seems hard to believe. Take a look at the new poll. The only team from the mighty ACC that is ranked this week is Duke. The all-stalwarts, Carolina, Louisville, Syracuse. Where are you? Nowhere in the top 25. Welcome back inside the E-Trade Halftime Report. From a macro, big picture perspective, the 2-time ACC Coach of the Year. What's going on with the ACC right now?
My jersey's not hanging. They only have 4 teams in the top 40, basically, of the net. So basically what's going to happen moving forward, they're going to have a hard time of getting more than 4 teams in the NCAA tournament because you're not going to have the opportunities to get those wins against the field to improve your resume. They got another 4 between like 50 and 100. And then the rest of them are not even in conversation.
Yeah, Seth, and then the teams, Duke aside, that were supposed to be good and the top of the league, North Carolina dealing with new personnel. You're looking at Virginia Tech, point guard issues, and then Florida State's just really young. So the opportunity to be able to get those big-time wins to raise your resume is going to be difficult to come by for the middle of that league.
Okay, so that's the deal. Collectively, one team. Individually, there have been some breakout players. We're watching one of them tonight. The year-to-year difference, Coach, for Wendell Moore has been something else.
Wendell Moore, he ran his own race. And you know what? The light bulb goes on at different times for different players. You're talking about a mature 6'6 player. He might be the most valuable Duke Blue Devil. We talk about Banchero, 6'6", knocks down the 3, 56% from the field, an elite defender, a terrific passer, great teammate, helps other guys get involved in the game. He's a difference maker for Duke.
Talk about other guys that help people get involved. Michael DeVoe has been absolutely terrific. So good off the dribble, able to create his own shot, able to create offense for his teammates. His range is as soon as he crosses half court, Seth, where he shoots 53% from the three-point line. Pick and roll situations, you can't go under because he'll step back and hit it. And when he gets in the lane, he can finish with either hand around the rim. How about 2 30-point games from Michael DeVoe? He's having an extraordinary year.
I'll take those 2 30-point games. Darian Sebron, you're talking about a guy, he plays 1 through 5. He is dynamic in transition, maybe the best Euro step in all of college basketball. Averages 10 rebounds a game, not a problem. Gets to the line 7 times a game. Dynamic in transition. They can put him in ball screens. He's going to get to the rim. I don't care if you're going under. He's still getting to the rim. 1 through 5, dynamic, athletic. The guy is wired to score.
Speaking of wired to score, Alondes Williams, the transfer from Oklahoma, plays at his own pace, folks. When he's in ball screen situations, you go under. He does a great job of getting into the gap, never goes too deep. He has a beautiful pull-up, Jay. He'll rebound the basketball for you, hit the occasional 3. And what I love about him, Seth, when he gets in the lane, he can finish with either hand around the rim through contacts. He's having a superb year as well.
Schedule on Saturday, you'll see Duke again in that reschedule game. Cleveland State out, Loyola in. All eyes in Nashville. Tennessee, Memphis. Guys, quick thoughts.
Memphis, stay with your identity. Sit in a stance and guard.
Kennedy Chandler has got to get more than 15 points total in the 2 losses that they had, and he's got to take care of the basketball.
Back to wrap up the E-Trade halftime report next.
What a wonderful day. All the luck in the world for me. That's the way I do it. Nothing to it. Wonderful day.
Money is power. That's why Boost Mobile finds ways to help you keep more of it, to spend on what you really want. Get 3 unlimited data lines for $30 a month each and a free Samsung Galaxy A32 5G when you switch to Boost. How's that for power? Feel the power of keeping more money in your pocket with 3 unlimited lines for $30 a month each on one of America's largest 5G networks. More power to save. Boost Mobile.
I got you, don't worry.
I've started guidance.
Looks like you're home.
This holiday season, hurry in to the BMW Road Home sales event and find your way home in the ultimate driving machine. Receive a credit of up to $2,500 through January 3rd.
Feeling sluggish or weighed down? It could be a sign that your digestive system isn't working at its best. Taking Metamucil every day can help. Metamucil psyllium fiber gels to trap and remove the waste that weighs you down. It also helps lower cholesterol and slows sugar absorption to promote healthy blood sugar levels, so you can feel lighter and more energetic. Metamucil. Support your daily digestive health. And try Metamucil Fiber Thins. A great tasting and easy way to start your day.
USAA is made for the safe pilots. For Mac, who can come to a stop with barely a bobble. Lucia, who announces her intentions even if no one's there. And Sergeant Moore, who leaves room for her room. With USAA Safe Pilot, when you drive safe, you can save up to 30% on your auto insurance. Get a quote and start saving. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
Hi, Mr. Charles. We made you dinner.
Oh, thank you.
This halftime report is presented by E-Trade. Stop waiting. Start investing.
Quick reminder tonight on SportsCenter, Scott Van Pelt. Following NCAA volleyball, the sports world continues to deal with the impact of the COVID outbreak. Scott will wrap it all up. Chiefs, Chargers, Mahomes, Herbert, live post-game coverage. And if you care about numbers other than the final score, Scott and Steve will have your winners. For the ACC fans out there, about 4 ticks to go on the ACC network. Number 2, North Carolina State in women's basketball, trying to hold off Georgia. 3-point lead, 3 seconds to go. You can catch the final ticks on the ACC network. Just a reminder, thousands have been affected by southern and Midwest tornadoes. If you'd like to help, please visit redcross.org/ESPN to help the Red Cross respond and help people recover from this disaster. Mark Williams has really played well for Duke. The Blue Devils scored 16 of the final 20 to end the first half on Coach K court. Second half on the way. This has been the E-Trade Halftime.
Tristan! Hey, Lexus, play holiday music.
We've been waiting all year to come together. Have a happy and safe holiday season from Lexus.
I need 3 Fritos Chili Cheese Junior Wraps.
Adding Fritos. Order up.
Sonic Fritos Chili Cheese Junior Wrap.
You got her the perfect gift. Does it matter if you give her the perfect batteries? Well, does it matter you arranged for the perfect camping trip but bought the cut rate bug spray? Does it matter you splurged on the recital dress but got her a budget haircut? Does it matter you organized the dream birthday party but rented a knockoff bouncy house?
It matters.
When it matters that it's Duracell.
A letter to our fans.
Where your presence in the arena has been missed.
You feature some of the craziest and most unique traditions.
Whether you love us or love to hate us. Whether it's to inspire us or intimidate us.
You bring the energy.
Through the wins and losses, you remain proud of us.
So whether you are for us
or against us,
we ask that you bring it.
Bring us the noise. Bring us the magic. Bring it all.
Bring it all.
Bring us the heart of ACC basketball.
Thousands of years ago, even if you were sitting at the top, you really couldn't count on support. It took centuries for office seating to evolve, but there were some major holes in the design. Then people were inspired to do away with office chairs completely. Yeah, that didn't work. In 2020 came the breakthrough the world has been waiting for. The first ever XHMT heat and massage chair by X-Chair. X-Chair just made history's most comfortable work chair even better by integrating heat and massage into our patented dynamic variable lumbar support. Waves of glorious massage that wake up tired muscles? Yes. Soothing heat that melts away daily tension? You bet. The all-new XHMT massage chair by X-Chair. The future feels good. Upgrade to the ultimate office chair this holiday season with XHMT by X-Chair. Use code TV to get $100 off and a free footrest.
Got to get you updated on what's going on in that Georgia-North Carolina State game. Sarah Ashley Barker, coach for the tie.
Great little misdirection play, bring it right back, comes off that screen, bam, dribble handoff, knocks down that three. That's big-time late-game execution.
We are headed to overtime on the ACC network. Could be an upset brewing. Dave, back to you.
Suman, thank you very much. Getting ready for the second half. 13 points right now, but we did have 11 lead changes between App State and the Duke Blue Devils, Corey, in the first half. And then Duke went on one of those patented runs.
It really was, and they did it with their defense. Mark Williams coming up with block shots and then getting out in passing lanes. When Duke is able to play in fast break and in transition, they're a spectacular team and hard to defend, of course.
Yep. If you look at the first half again, it was nip and tuck there for a good hunk of that first half. And then Duke began to open things up and did it defensively. Bench points. Well, Duke way out in front, 19-5. That's 16-4 run to end the first half.
And there was a 7-4 fast break points advantage for Duke early. And then, of course, you saw they broke that open, ended up 14-6 to end the half. But with that 16-4 run, and they did a lot of that damage with their defense.
Michael O'Monesi had 17 points in the first 11 minutes, did not score over the last 9, and Adrian Delph who is certainly the #1 scoring threat for the Mountaineers, did not score in the first half.
And give Wendell Moore Jr., who gained that assignment early, a lot of credit for getting the job done defensively. This Duke team, in comparison to what we've seen from the Duke teams since Zion Williamson, haven't been very good. This is a very good defensive Duke team, and that's one of the areas where Coach K has been able to preach to this group. He talked about Baylor won a national championship last year because they were good defensively. He praises Baylor, talks about what they do on the defensive end of the floor, and he wants his team to play with that same effort defensively.
We'll see if Elmonte can get going again. He was absolutely unconscious when he piled up those 17 points, then went dead cold. Here's Delph losing control. Shot clock at 5 for the Mountaineers. Lewis up high, gets it free for Forrest, and it's going to be blocked. And of course, that's a shot clock violation, or ought to be.
I believe we got a foul on that one.
We did.
And Ron Groover coming over. The foul will be on Trevor Keels at the end of that play.
Ooh, man.
Well, we can say that Justin Forrest created the contact on that one. That's not a natural shooting motion. Jump to his left to get the contact. However, Ron Groover is on the right. Doesn't have a good look at that, being able to see through the body, only sees the contact.
So Forrest catches a break and he goes to the line. He's a 74% foul shooter.
He's got a special fan in the building today who wants to get a win at Cameron Indoor because he never got one. Justin's father James is in attendance tonight.
He was a standout at Georgia Tech many years ago. Really fine player.
I texted James last night, asked him if he would be here for the game. He said, yeah, ask Justin to get us a win because I never got one while I was there. We told Coach K that earlier today. He just kind of looked and laughed it off.
Yeah. There's Moore from the corner as he'll drain a three. Wendell Moore has been hitting about 33% out there. Give him 10. He started to make his presence felt in this game.
He really is, and Paolo Banchero as well in the end of the first half. But these two guys are the players that Duke has to have be consistent on a regular basis, both coming in averaging 17 points per game. As we get a look at my guy Jay Foe, big fella, the 1993 ACC Tournament Most Valuable Player at Georgia Tech. Of course, went on to have a great NCAA tournament, made a huge game winner in the tournament that year, and outstanding career at Georgia Tech.
Here's Delph, came in averaging 16, had a 39-point game earlier this season against Delaware, and finally he's on the scoreboard as he swishes into triple, and now they're backward in 10.
And Paolo Banchero got tripped up by Mark Williams on that play, giving Delph a wide open look. And you know, I talked about Wendell Moore taking on that responsibility as a defender, but Duke switches defensively. And so give everyone credit because whoever switches off takes the challenge of guarding Delph.
Keels got a nice look, couldn't bury the shot, although he's come alive in the last couple of games from three-point land. Elmonte around and out this time, rebounded by Gregory on the baseline, and they'll get another crack at it.
And Elmonte, at that time, Paolo Banchero getting a hand up, and it's different when you got to shoot over a 6'10 guy.
There's Delph again.
Delph finding no problem shooting over the 7-footer, and Mark Williams, however, for his second three.
Well, here come the Mountaineers again. They were down 13 at half, now trailing 53-46, looking for a stop. Moore will kick it, but a foul before the pass. And back to Delph a moment ago. He's 41% outside the three-point line.
And you see Adrian Delph, the screen, as Mark Williams is late on the closeout. And that's, hey, welcome to Cameron Indoor. Adrian Delph. Okay, I took the first half off. I'm here for the second half.
Here for the second. Lewis Jr. with the foul for the Mountaineers moments ago. Wendell Moore, who's had such a complete season, averaging 17 points, 6 rebounds, about 6 assists a game. Trying to find Williams, and he'll draw the foul. Foul on the Mountaineers as the Duke Blue Devils get it inside to the 7-footer. That'll go against Donovan Gregory, his first. Duke with their ACC opener coming up here December 22nd against Virginia Tech, and the Mountaineers come away with it.
And you'll see Duke do that often on the underneath out of bounds play as Justin Forrest tries to line up a three.
Take one now off the front of the iron. Rebound tapped out. Underneath it's Lewis, and he will slam it in. Nice work Right there by Forrest to find the open man.
And more importantly, second chance opportunity.
An 8-0 run here and a timeout. Forrest with a terrific pass.
And off an offensive rebound, Justin Forrest finding Gregory underneath with the finish. Much to the pleasure of my guy, Jay Foe.
What a wonderful day. All the luck in the world for me. That's the way I do it. Nothing to it. Wonderful day.
Gucci Flora Gorgeous Gardenia, the new eau de parfum.
At Macy's, the fragrance destination.
You want fries with that?
Introducing Wendy's new hot and crispy fries. Preferred almost 2-to-1 over McDonald's. Try them today, only at Wendy's.
I need you to see.
To all the kisses that led to this one. Celebrate every kiss with Kay.
Singing or speaking. Reason or fun. Daring or thoughtful. Sensitive or strong. Progress isn't either or. Progress is everything.
Hey, check it out.
Lowe's Price Promise means if you find an exact product from a qualifying retailer for less, we'll match it. So you can make the most of every single season.
You have 3 burgers. You sharing, you eating all 3.
No, I'm eating them all.
You wouldn't share your burger with me.
Not this burger. The burgers you make at your house? Yeah, we can share that. That's no problem. Sonic garlic butter bacon burger.
What if I'm hungry?
Absolutely not.
Money is power. That's why Boost Mobile finds ways to help you keep more of it, to spend on what you really want. Get 3 unlimited data lines for $30 a month each and a free Samsung Galaxy A32 5G when you switch to Boost. How's that for power? Feel the power of keeping more money in your pocket with 3 unlimited lines for $30 a month each on one of America's largest 5G networks. More power to save. Boost Mobile.
Behind a strong man, there must be a strong woman.
Respect, fellas! It's about respect! And the Giants have won Super Bowl 46!
We lost again.
Well, an 11-3 start for App State to begin the second half draws the ire of the winningest coach in history.
And when you think about what's going on right now, coming into this building, Coach K is recognizing there's nothing to draw up. It's simply about your effort on the floor. A team that shoots 43% from the field, 31.7 from 3, is shooting 46% from the field and 41.2 from the three-point line. It has 48 points, still with 17 remaining here in the second half. And it's been about Duke's defense that Coach K is concerned about.
And Carroll will draw the foul on a turnaround. The 6'10 freshman from Seattle. And a 5-point game here. And Banchero to the line, where, as Corey mentioned, he does a nice job, 84%. He's the nation's #1 true freshman scorer. Hey, tomorrow bowl season begins in the Bahamas. Middle Tennessee taking on Toledo at noon Eastern. And at 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific, and ESPN2 NIU squaring off against Coastal Carolina in Orlando. Both games available on the ESPN app.
Hobie, and Duke's only loss this season. They had a 15-point second half lead at Ohio State and got stagnant offensively. Started to play a little too much one-on-one, end up losing that game. And what we've seen here to start this second half hasn't been the offense, it's been the defense. But right now, Coach K wants to get these habits corrected.
Delph way downtown, not this time. He's had a hot hand to begin the second half, and a foul around midcourt against Donovan Gregory. With 16.5 to go. It's going to be his third. Breger is 6'5" junior. He's had some nice games. At 14 against Akron, 12-7 against ETSU. And with the 3, he's going to have to step aside.
Yeah, that's one where you got to recognize how valuable you are to your team. And no, it's not important to take that foul when Paolo Banchero is 75 feet away from the basket.
Banchero off the fake, zips it here for Keels. Banchero beyond the 3. Now to the paint, swooping in, lost it. They tied him up defensively on the run out, and it spits free, but a foul on the play. Forrest takes the hit before he could lay it in.
And we saw a lot of this in the first half with App State getting out in transition, getting easy layups, scoring off of not necessarily Duke turnovers. Duke only turned the basketball over 4 times in the first half, but really more so not having defensive balance when someone attacks the basket, having no one back in transition to stop the basketball.
This guy, Justin Forrest, was fouled by Jeremy Roach, his second, a very important player over the course of a long career for App State. 132 games, #1 in their program history.
And you look at, he will score over 2,000 points in his career, but also all tournament last year when App State went to the NCAA tournament for the first time in a very long time. Before Coach Kearns got to App State, they had 8 consecutive losing seasons. Of course, Justin Forrest's first 2 seasons were part of that. And so part of changing the culture, and that's one of the things that he and Coach Kearns talked about for the decision for him to come back for a 5th year.
Here's Griffin from the corner. Buries it, a 3-pointer on target.
Smart play by Mark Williams. 2 defenders on him, recognizing to get the basketball to a shooter, but more importantly, get out of the lane so he didn't pick up that 3-second call.
Griffin coming up 19 against SC State on Tuesday here at Cameron Indoor. After a 2-week layoff, Coach K said he couldn't remember ever having a layoff that long. Here's Forrest, and that barely touched the netting. Moore for the corner. Roach, yes, he's going to fire on and hit it.
Now, often you may see a player run away from the basketball making a mistake, but rarely will you see 2 players make the mistake and run away from the basketball, especially a guy like Jeremy Roach, who's capable of knocking down the 3 in the corner.
Honestly, literally kicking it away. Here's Moore. Yes! He swishes in a 3-pointer. The Mountaineers need a timeout. Duke really lighting up from 3-point land.
Back-to-back threes for the Blue Devils. Actually, back-to-back. Griffin off a nice find from Mark Williams. Jeremy Roach, as 2 defenders leave him, knocks down the 3 in the corner, and then getting out in transition. Wendell Moore Jr. free ball, corner pocket is good. Run away from the basketball, making a mistake.
Tums versus mozzarella stick. When heartburn hits, fight back fast with Tums Chewy Bites. Fast heartburn relief in every bite. Crunchy outside, chewy inside. Tums Chewy Bites.
I need you to see.
To all the kisses that led to this one. Celebrate every kiss with Kay.
The road home for the holidays, where the ultimate driving machine becomes the ultimate cruise through 3 states machine. The ultimate zip around the corner from Mom's cooking machine. And even the ultimate we couldn't get out of there any faster machine. Because at BMW, we know every holiday looks different. So we created the ultimate whatever your road home looks like machine. Receive a credit of up to $2,500 through January 3rd.
You thought using nicknames might endear you to your new team.
Did you just call me Stanimal?
Turns out they only use that name behind Stan's back. Life's full of hidden problems. Okay. So we hid a comforting brownie in a Snickers.
Surprise freeze are coming! Domino's has surprise freeze!
Other delivery apps add surprise fees, but Domino's is adding up to $15 million in surprise freeze to online delivery orders. And we tried some unique ways to tell people they're getting free food.
From Domino's!
Tuna fish, Steve? We got a big second half of thermodynamics to teach, whatever that is. Now let's fuel up with some chunky soup.
Let's go!
Fill up with 19 grams of protein per can and chunky chicken noodle. Lunchtime is your halftime.
Sephora Gorgeous Gardenia, the new eau de parfum.
At Macy's, the fragrance destination.
I need 3 garlic butter bacon burgers.
Coming right up.
Will someone grab me some more cheese? Keep that garlic butter coming.
Burger up.
Order up. Sonic garlic butter bacon burger.
With DirecTV Stream, I can get live TV and on demand anywhere. Look, Serena Williams, Matrix. Serena, Matrix. Serena, Matrix.
Get your TV together with the best of live and on demand. Introducing DirecTV Stream.
Well, Duke is definitely the 100-meter dash team, and they've ripped off 9 points unanswered in 55 seconds.
Yeah, you took that from Coach K earlier. Look at you paying attention to the scouting report. Coach K said App State was a mile team, and we're a 100-meter sprint team.
Yep. He said we don't want to be running a mile. Game's been close at times, but this run has opened up a 14-point lead. Now, Modessy's really gone stone cold since he scored 17 in the first 11 minutes. He's not scored since.
Yeah, and give Duke a lot of credit defensively for locking in on the guy that got hot. Nobi, I'll be honest with you. When Coach K was talking to the team and shoot around earlier today, I was thinking about stretching out the hip, lacing them up. You know, kind of got me going. I wanted to play a little bit, then realized that 48 is probably not the best decision.
Oh, no. The hip and the knees and the back. They'll start aching at about a minute and a half, right? Here's Williams with a kick out. Here's Griffin. It's been a hot shooter the last couple of ball games for the Blue Devils. They lead at 64-50.
Yeah, and speaking of knees, I got to give a shout out to my guy Chris Carrawell, not with the team after having knee surgery, and wish you a speedy recovery, my man.
Well, somehow got that one to drop in, but a whistle on the play. With 14:05 to go. Had hit the shot clock, so you wave off the basket as it took that first bounce. So no basket. We were waiting for the official call there.
Off the rim. It can go above the backboard, but it can't touch anything and it can't go over. Otherwise, it's out of bounds. And the shot clock is considered out of bounds.
14-point lead here for Duke. Deflected away and stolen by the Mountaineers, and here they come. Modesty pulled it up. Here's Justin Forrest. Denied initially and then fouled on the second effort by John with 13:38 to go.
Justin Forrest a little more aggressive here in the second half as well. Got off to a great start in this game. 5 quick points, 7 in the first half, but then he's been in attack mode here recently as App State has gone through the scoring lull.
So it'll be Forrest to the line, 74%. He was preseason first team all Sun Belt. Game averaging 9 points per game. ACC Network will have a college basketball triple header Saturday. It starts at 2. Virginia taking on FDU, and that'll be Duke against Loyola Maryland here at Cameron Indoor. The day capped with Buddy Boeheim, and Syracuse taking on Lehigh at the Carrier Dome. If you don't have ACC Network, go to ACCN.com for instant access.
Have you had your alma mater yet this year?
Not yet.
You have not? Let me tell you, Jimmy Boeheim, he can do it. He can play. I'm a fan. Jimmy may have a little more wiggle, may a little more off the bounce than Buddy.
Really?
Buddy, of course, is the shooter. Jimmy can shoot as well, but Jimmy with the basketball in hand is pretty, he's pretty good with it.
A choppy start for SU to this point. Do you think, having watched them, they will get it rolling?
I believe so. And when you get to conference play, of course, you also have a better recognition of the teams you're playing against. But more importantly, when you've got 4 guys, when you start thinking of Gerard, of course, both Boeheims and Cole Swider, who have the potential to be 40% three-point shooters. When you can shoot the basketball that well, you're going to find a chance.
Eads trying to make a move. Step back 3. Too strong. John lost control of the rebound. They get it underneath. Too much defense for Duke. as they shut down Donovan Gregory. Keels with a kick. Griffin with a pull-up. At the moment, nobody's making shots. Mondesi, who has not scored in the second half, still hasn't scored. Duke crunching down defensively.
But you have numbers right now. You got to make sure you take advantage of it.
Too strong for Banchero. Griffin gives it up. John, a dribble down, has it knocked out of bounds.
But I like that shot for Duke. You're 5-on-4, so even though you missed a three, you have an opportunity to get the offensive rebound because App State's down a player with Mondesi down in the backcourt. Give you the chance for a second chance points, and coming up with the offensive rebound, John unable to finish it all.
Coach K will bring on Joey Baker, senior from Fayetteville, North Carolina, and one of the best three-point men in the league in the ACC.
And watch the recognition here. When Duke has a taller player in the middle, they often throw it over the top, but no need to do so as Wendell holds down three fingers. Not holding them up, this time holding them down because he knocked down the three.
The junior from Charlotte continues to have a standout season. Duhart wouldn't shoot it. Forrest is doubled up. He's in trouble. Duhart off the window and no. Rebounded by Banchero, who can handle the ball in the open floor. He'll dish here to Wendell Moore on the wing. Came in averaging 17 points, 6 rebounds, and hitting 57% of his shots overall. Shot clock inside 10. Moore going one-on-one. Into the paint and knocks it down. And that gives Duke their biggest lead of the game. On top, 69-52.
And that's a 6'5" point guard with the ability to go by you, finish in the paint, who just knocked down a three on the previous possession, who continues to get better and better every time out.
Well, the Mountaineers in deep trouble. They need a serious answer. They're going to get Banchero for the foul. And he's upset about that. He thought he was just playing good defense.
Well, Wendell Moore going against the rules, but still knocking down the floater. For this guy, I got to tell you, this I love. 3 fingers down, knocking down the three.
Oh, this is so cool. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. Well, it's time to go.
Dad, we have to go back to Lowe's.
Dad, the tire!
Is it?
Yeah.
The holidays begin at Lowe's, where you'll find all you want during Winterfest.
Carolers.
Let's go back to Lowe's.
Hi, Mr. Charles. We made you dinner.
Oh, thank you.
Introducing Wendy's new hot and crispy fries. Preferred almost 2-to-1 over McDonald's. Try them today, only at Wendy's.
Hey, Dad. Miss us?
Reflect on the past, celebrate the future. Season's greetings from Audi.
As a DJ, I know all about customization. That's why I love Liberty Mutual. They customize my car insurance, so I only pay for what I need.
How about a throwback?
Liberty, 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 liberty. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. I've got moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Now, there's Skyrizi. 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clearer skin at 4 months after just 2 doses.
Skyrizi may increase your risk of infections and lower your ability to fight them. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fevers, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or coughs, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Nothing is everything. Talk to your dermatologist about Skyrizi. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
5 breadsticks for my triple treat. 3 layers deep. 10 Cinnabon mini rolls to eat.
And the Pizza Plus another pizza.
The triple treat box, only from Pizza Hut.
Christmas trees try so hard. Lights and ornaments and little choo-choo trains, come on. The best trees, they kind of only need 2 things. Peanut butter and chocolate. Not sorry, Reese's.
Back in the studio, huge upset here in women's college basketball. This is Q Morrison for Georgia taking down number 2 North Carolina State in Raleigh. This is after they hit a 3 in the final seconds of regulation to get it there. Georgia wins in OT. What a finish and what a win for the Dogs, Dave.
Well, back here, it's 69-52 Duke, but a little something extra after that play where Banchero fouled Forrest, and then this occurred.
As Justin Forrest goes to the basket, Paolo Banchero gets the foul called on him, but Justin Forrest was something to say to Banchero, who responds, and the response got Paolo Banchero the technical foul, so offsetting technical fouls as Forrest goes to the line.
But Banchero now has 3 fouls.
Yeah, as does Forrest, but can you imagine if the crazies were in this building after that and he goes to the free throw line and misses the first free throw?
You would not be able to hear yourself think.
You wouldn't be able to hear us talk either.
That's true. 69-53. So there were a pair of technicals offsetting on that little dust up.
There are the true Cameron crazies, meaning the students at home watching this game right now, screaming at their television, chomping at the bit.
Oh, that is sweet. The hesitation, the patience there by Banchero for 2. He has 13.
And that's the problem with waking up the sleeping bear. You know, he hasn't been super aggressive tonight. He's been playing his game, kind of chilling for the most part. But then something like that happens, and I love the coaching to say, hey, you get the ball next time down. Get to the free throw line or get us a bucket.
Give a lot of credit to the Mountaineers, too, because at times they have frustrated him. They did in the first half. Little bounce feed for Lewis and denied by a whistle. They'll get Baker for the foul. And that'll be his second personal foul.
And one thing I can tell you, Obi, this young man has never backed down from a challenge. And you see, getting the basketball, Theo John with post position, but Paolo Banchero at that point was not giving the basketball up. He knew it was time to go make a play.
The crowd not liking that last foul. They thought they had a clean block there. Lewis will drain that. He's only 59% foul shooter. Back to the last play.
And we see Joey Baker and Theo John both coming in. Baker got a lot of basketball on that block.
And number 2 for Lewis. Griffin there for the board. 71-54 Duke. Blue Devils looking at their 9th win.
Looks like we got a 1-3-1 zone now from Coach Kearns. It'll turn into a matchup, but you got to identify that guy in the middle.
And try to find number 13, Baker, and he'll knock it down.
And anytime you play Duke in zone, and which you have to at times because they're so good man-to-man, you have to be careful of the guys who can knock it down. We mentioned Duke, who hit 15 threes in their win over South Carolina State on Tuesday. Now up to 12 3-pointers, 12 for 23, over 50% from beyond the arc so far in this game.
That's going to be a traveling violation against Delph and the Mountaineers. Back to the Baker 3 a moment ago.
Well, Joey Baker comes in shooting over 40% from 3. And again, he's a confident scorer, confident shooter. He knows as soon as this touches my hands, it's going up. App State not putting enough pressure on Joey Baker, trying to run him off the line. And, you know, if the Blue Devils can shoot the basketball this well, watch out. Because, again, with everything else that they do so well and when they're doing the best defensively.
Baker looking for 2 there. It's going to be an offensive foul. They'll get him for a charge. Yes, he'll pick up his 3rd. Joey Baker, the only senior on the Duke roster, and he's a captain. For Coach K, who is eyeing career win number 1,179.
If you'll remember back, Joey Baker's first year, the plan was to redshirt. And midway through the year, Duke had injuries. They didn't have big numbers as far as their depth. He burned his redshirt year. So with the COVID year, I'm hoping that we'll see Joey Baker back in a Duke uniform next year under head coach John Shire.
Gregory will drop in 2 to give him half a dozen points. Donovan Gregory 74-56, about 9 minutes to play here at Cameron Indoor. Duke players are clear of their exams. Trying to thread the needle there was Roach, and he'll draw the foul.
The best time of the year for college basketball players right now. You don't have to go to class, and you get per diem every day. See, that's a big difference. You're not always having to eat in the cafeterias. You get per diem now. So, I mean, again, now, of course, you know, per diem is different today. You know, of course, when I was in school, we didn't have NIL. We didn't have, you know, cost of attendance, things like that.
You got nothing and liked it.
Exactly.
Griffin will swing for Baker. Open again. Got an excellent look there, but could not connect. That's got to be a traveler. Did he keep that foot down? Apparently he did. On the baseline, Lewis lost control of it on the line and gave it away. And they have turned it over 11 times.
You know, Theo John is only the second ever grad transfer that Coach K has taken. But he is going to play an important role for this team this year. Versatile defensively, strong in the painted area, can shoot the basketball, is really good offensively, but more importantly, he gives them a great backup to Mark Williams. Mark Williams gets in foul trouble with the way Duke plays defensively, pressuring on the perimeter. Mark Williams is going to be in foul trouble at times because he protects the rim.
Banchero for Roach. Rebound is going to be tipped out off of App State. When you talk about Theo John as a guy who blocked about 200 shots at Marquette before he ever came to Duke.
And when you think about that, not only with Mark Williams, who's the ACC's leading shot blocker, but you don't get much drop off when you substitute Mark Williams out of the game. Theo John still can protect the rim, but more importantly, his experience with this young Duke team helps them tremendously.
Roach to the paint, jumping inside, and a whistle. 7:58 to go here. 74-56. Duke in control at Cameron Indoor.
You got her the perfect gift. Does it matter if you give her the perfect batteries? Well, does it matter you arranged for the perfect camping trip but bought the cut rate bug spray? Does it matter you splurged on the recital dress but got her a budget haircut? Does it matter you organized the dream birthday party but rented a knockoff bouncy house?
It matters.
When it matters that it's Duracell.
Yeah, I got you, don't worry.
I've started guidance.
Looks like you're home. This holiday season, hurry in to the BMW Road Home sales event and find your way home in the ultimate driving machine. Receive a credit of up to $2,500 through January 3rd.
Hey, you! Domino's is giving away $15 million in surprise frees.
Other delivery apps add surprise fees. At Domino's, we're giving out surprise frees instead. When you order delivery online, you could be surprised with free food.
I love it.
From Domino's.
New players, new coaches. It'll be must-see TV.
Welcome to the playoff.
Cincinnati knows it's us against the world, and the world right now is Alabama.
Michigan is a dangerous team.
Georgia's been dominant all season.
This is big lights, big stage.
The College Football Playoff Semifinals, Friday, December 31st on ESPN. Welcome home.
Hi, I'm Wolfgang Back. When I started my online store, Wolfgang Back Home, I knew there would be a lot of orders to fill, and I wanted them to ship out fast. That's why I chose ShipStation. ShipStation helps manage orders, reduce shipping costs, and print out shipping labels. It's my secret ingredient.
ShipStation, the #1 choice of online sellers.
And Wolfgang Back.
Go to shipstation.com/try and get 2 months free.
Got crypto brain? You could satisfy it by getting crypto the same way everyone else does. Or with a tax advantage at Alto Crypto IRA.
With as little as $10, you can now put retirement dollars in crypto. Over 100 coins through Coinbase Exchange, including Bitcoin, all with the full tax advantages of an IRA. Everyone's got their eye on crypto. Get yours with the Alto Advantage. Sign up free at altoira.com/crypto.
Wendell Moore Jr. has done a bit of everything in this game, and he's done a bit of everything this year. 18 points for Moore already, scoring inside. Of course, a highlight finish, and then his ability to shoot the three, knocking down three-pointers at a high clip. 4 for 4 in this game has stretched the lead out for the Blue Devils. And Wendell Moore Jr. having a great junior season. OB, if I can say to the world I'm proud and I'm happy for this young man and the success he's having. If he were right here beside me, I would say he was slacking. Only 4 rebounds in this game.
Well, he was really the man against Gonzaga, wasn't he? In that outstanding victory for Duke, 20 points, 6 assists, had 6 steals in that game.
Yeah, he was all over the place against Gonzaga, but and more important than anything else, his leadership has been great this year. Coach Case talked a lot about that, but one thing that Wendell will tell you, the first thing, he's never played in the NCAA tournament. And again, when you come to Duke, it's almost like a rite of passage.
Sure. Over the top, here's Williams blowing out the candle.
Now, I'm shocked that they didn't take that basket away, because when you look back at it, and we got to see a replay, that ball was going in. When Wendell Moore threw the alley-oop pass, that if Mark Williams wouldn't have touched it, it would have been 2 more points for Wendell.
But you know what? It's his birthday.
You know what? It's a great gift. You are right. That is a great gift.
On your birthday, you get that no matter what. He blocked a shot, but on the follow, 2 for the Mountaineers. 76-58.
You mentioned that Gonzaga game. And as great as Wendell was, and Paolo, in the first half was dominant, the player of the game for that one, and for me, was Mark Williams.
Well, that's what Mark Few said.
Mark Williams was a difference maker in that game. Would not